Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm PT Stu, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that has been on my heart a little bit, and I know a lot of you guys are watching my videos about enclomiphene, which is very interesting to me, and I hope it's really interesting to you too. But I wanted to let you know a little bit about why I'm doing these videos on enclomiphene. You know, the question for this video is, should I do performance enhancing drugs? And this is a question that many of you have for yourself. A lot of you guys are younger. Maybe you're 16 years old. Maybe you're in your early 20s, whatnot. And I wanted to share a little bit about my experience and my thoughts on the idea of using performance enhancing drugs. So first of all, why would we consider doing performance enhancing drugs? Well, listen, if you're anything like me, you watch a lot of YouTube, okay? You see these guys on here with amazing physiques. These guys, you need to understand something about these guys. Now, there's something called genetics. It is something that is very strong in each one of us, and it displays a different advantage, a different evolutionary advantage in one way or another, right? Some people have great vision. Some people have poor vision. Some people have excellent bone structure. Some people don't have such great bone structure. So when you look at these guys and you see their physiques, their genetics come huge into play. Some guys are just born naturally genetically gifted to look a certain way, okay? And it's nothing wrong with wanting to look like that, okay? It is something to aspire to. But here's the thing, guys. When you watch this kind of stuff all the time, guess what happens? It can kind of get you down. It can motivate you. But when you watch it so much and when you see that you're not getting the same results as these guys are, well, then that's when you start to get down. And what happens when you start to get down? Well, you start reaching for whatever you can find to help you get to that level. And so a lot of you guys think, okay, well, maybe I should try performance enhancing drugs. Maybe I should go on testosterone. Maybe I should get on tren. You see a lot of these guys promoting these things, talking about these things so freely and effortlessly. But let me tell you a little bit about my experience with these different things. So I first did a cycle of steroids when I was 18. And let me just tell you, an 18-year-old should not be doing that because you have plenty of testosterone in your body to make a great physique, okay? Provided that you have the right diet and exercise regimen. But I got on Sustanon. Okay, Sustanon is a blend of testosterones. And I got on, well, actually, Sustanon was the first. It was just by itself. Okay, I was doing Sustanon. And, I didn't really know what I was doing. I had some friends that provided it to me, and I was able to do about an 8-week cycle. And the first cycle, I got okay results. It wasn't what I was really looking for, but I got a little bit better than I was. Okay, guess what happened? I got off. And then I had a lot of emotional issues, okay? It was, not only did I lose everything that I gained, but my whole life after that for a few years was messed up because my natural testosterone, I didn't do a post-cycle. My natural testosterone wasn't back to where it was. I had a lot of emotional issues. There was a lot of emotional damage, and I had emotional problems, anxiety, depression. My girlfriend, we ended up breaking up. There was a whole big thing with that. And I just didn't feel like a man, I just didn't feel confident in myself anymore. And, time went on and I, started to recover. Things started to change. And this was years, okay? This was years. Then again, at 24, I decided, okay, I know a little bit more now. I'm going to do it right this time. I got on Sustanon again and I did tren. And, I gained a lot of weight, okay? But then I'm looking at myself, I'm like, I look like the Michelin Man. I have muscle, I'm strong, but I'm all fluffy. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to look ripped. I wanted to be strong and jacked, and that is not what I got. Well, why is that? The reason for that is because I didn't know what I was doing when it came to diet and exercise. I mean, I knew what I was doing when it came to exercise for the most part, okay? But when it came to diet, I had no idea. So fast forward another 3 years. I lost all my gains, by the way. Okay, and I had a lot of emotional problems. These kinds of performance enhancing drugs, they change your mentality. They make you have certain different behaviors than you wouldn't normally have. I became an asshole. I started treating people unfairly, and I started. Well, I mean, I could go into that. That's a whole big thing, and I've changed since then, and I apologize to everybody that I may have hurt in that time. Uh, I didn't keep my gains. I ended up going through a little bit of hell again for years after that. And finally, I just decided that I was going to stop doing everything that was bad for me in my life, the things that I saw that were bringing me down. And that's when I started to do things the right way. And when I was 26, I think 26, that's when I decided to really take on a diet program where I stuck to it. And at that time, I got better results than I ever did taking steroids. Ever. I was lean, I was sub 10% body fat, I looked incredible, and I was getting compliments all the time. So the moral of that story is, although these steroids and performance enhancing drugs seem glamorous and seem like they can help you reach where you want to reach, you're never going to reach it unless you have diet and exercise down. Guys, no matter what, no matter if you're going to be taking supplements or whatever, you have to have the diet and the exercise dedication down. It requires dedication. You guys are motivated, okay? You're motivated, that's why you're here. But motivation ends, okay? And when motivation stops, when it gets hard, then what happens? What do you need? You need discipline, self-discipline, dedication to keep going when it gets hard. And that's what a lot of these guys have. If you look at these guys on stage, I can guarantee you that most of them would be excellent even without the performance enhancing drugs. But in order to compete at that level, they need it. They have the diet and exercise down, okay? Now you have to ask yourself this question. Well, what do I really want for myself? What do I want? And look at what your gains are now, and look at what you've done in the past, okay? Have you tried a diet and exercise routine? Have you tried different workout programs, okay? You need to try these things before you ever consider taking any kind of supplements, vitamins, creatine, because it's all just a waste of money if you're not doing the right thing, guys, okay? So for me, I'm putting out these enclomiphene videos because enclomiphene is something that I use to boost my testosterone. Testosterone does give you an edge when it comes to building muscle. It's obvious because look at these guys out on stage, right? They're not taking testosterone for nothing, right? It's helping them build muscle. So having the enclomiphene seems like more natural. It's not natural, guys. It's a drug, but it has a considerable less side effect profile than all these other things. So that's why for me, I decided that, I want to use it from time to time. But as I said before, I don't support using performance enhancing drugs anymore for myself. Now, you guys have to make up your own minds on that. But I don't want to have to stick a needle in my arm every week for the rest of my life and be on the leash of some doctor telling you, hey, you need another shot, come back for more, give me some more money. No, I don't want that. I'm 35 years old. My natural testosterone levels right now range anywhere from 533 to 900. Okay, they fluctuate from time to time, but that's okay for me. And I want to keep my testosterone levels up. And I think, in the future, if I need to, and clomiphene could be something that I could use long term. That being said, I'm doing a 30-day no enclomiphene coming out next. So look out for that video. I'm not really too excited about that because I'm a little worried to see what will happen. But hey, it's for you guys and it's for me. So I want to know what happens, and I have more enclomiphene if I need. But anyway, guys, listen. Anything you do, you need to research everything that you do. Research, research, research. Talk to doctors. Get all kinds of medical personnel to answer questions for you. Do your research. Go to PubMed. More Place, More Dates. I've got a lot of information from him too. But any information, even the information that I give you, challenge it. Challenge me. If I'm putting out something wrong, tell me and I will correct it, because I want to give you guys the best information. And I want to make sure that you guys stay safe. and not have to go through some of the mistakes that I went through. So if you're thinking about using performance enhancing drugs, there's a lot of side effects that come with it. I would say I don't support the use of them, but that's totally up to you. Guys, I'm going to say put in the work. Put in the hard work. Learn diet. Learn exercise. And do those first and see where you can get. And, performance enhancing drugs, well, that's exactly what they're for. Performance enhancing. What are you performing at? Are you playing sports? Are you going on stage? If you're not, then you really shouldn't, because it can screw you up for life. I just felt like I needed to put that out, and I hope that it reaches a lot of you and touches you in a way that maybe it was an answer that you were looking for, and it helped give you some direction in the right direction. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.